to make a run to where we're camping. So 2.6 miles. And yeah, so this is trail conditions. Looks like I'm the only one that's been down in here. And it's snowing. It's the first time I'm seeing New Bridge. 5 years ago, this was completely dry, and you could walk right across that. There's the beaver dam. I don't see no signs of them, but they're probably still here. So I started doing some, I bought a field recorder, so I want to try to do some of that kind of stuff. So it's, and so we're gonna hit the tough part of the trail now. I gotta go up this hill. It's kind of steep and there's a lot of snow, so hopefully we'll be all right. But let's get moving. So we got complete silence. I'm the only one in here. And it's so this is the type of stuff I have to watch out for. Yeah, that'll ruin the trip there. So I'm about halfway there. It's tough sledding. This snow is a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. It's a snowshoe cross-country type of stuff, I suppose. But it's quiet out here. It's nice to know that I'm the only one in the woods too. We got a big storm coming. It lasts about 10 days or so. The whole country's experiencing it, but I wanted to get out before that happens. And yeah, so it's the big tundra of snow right now. And got two places to camp. We can either camp along Meeker Run or head up on to the top of the hill and camp at the overlook. I'll have to see what the trail conditions are like going up that hill. And it's, you can't see this trail at all. And I've been here a whole bunch of times, so I know the trail fairly well. That's why I come to this spot. Plus, road conditions aren't too great. I'm hoping that this snow doesn't get any type of real accumulation, because it's supposed to get by an inch, and it looks like we're going to get more than that. And I just have a sedan, so, but you can see it's pretty deep, about 9 inches. So we'll keep on moving. So yeah, it's your first trip of the new year. First good winter trip of the year. It's mid-January, and so I'm real happy to get out. It's so peaceful and quiet out here, and so we're gonna go down and camp along Meeker Road. It's the first time I've done this trail in the wintertime, and that bridge that we passed, it was out for about 2 years, and it's just nice that they completed that bridge, because it's kind of, you got to cross it for some of the best loops in the area. You utilize that bridge, and so it's nice to see that it's repaired. But yeah, it's tough sledding, moving slow, and I feel good. So, I got the Bernier on today. The last time I had the Alpha Direct 90, and it was like 20 degrees, and I found that it was a little too thick. So today I'm rocking the Alpha 60, and it's working better. To be honest with you, I think the next Alpha down, Alpha 40 or 30 or whatever it is, Alpha Direct, might be actually the way to go. It's like right around freezing, 32 degrees. It's going to drop down to 20 tonight, though. So I'm hoping, I'm breaking this trail, so hopefully on the way out it's a little easier. It's just an out and back. I don't think we'll see any wildlife today. We got this crazy storm coming soon, so let's get to camp. So I have about a quarter mile to go, and so I'm just past like an intersection of another trail, and there's some fresh tracks. So there's a couple camping spots. I'm not worried about that, but I'll tell you what, it's a heck of a lot easier than someone else broke the trail for me, and they're pretty fresh. So I'm assuming that he's still down in here, she's still down in here. So I just made it to camp, and I'm gonna go ahead and get that up. Got to keep moving, keep my body warm. I'm dry though. Everything's dry, so that's a good sign. Took me about 3 hours, and that's like with video and everything. The trail was pretty rough until I ran across where someone else trailblazed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the tent set up, and it looks like I've looked around. I've camped here quite a few times, and looked around. It seems like I should be able to find some wood for a little fire for a little while, anyways. Everything's pretty snow covered, so anything on the ground's no good. So I'm gonna have to look in the air. But I'm gonna get the puppy on and go gather some wood. Let me filter some water too. I did bring my water filter. It's sitting right now freezing, and so if I keep it warm, I'm gonna use it like tonight and tomorrow morning. Should be fine. Well, I'm in the sleeping bag. My feet got cold. The fire's making it rain from the tree above. I'm slipping and sliding all over the place. It's pretty early for me. It's like 9 o'clock. I didn't know. It's kind of tough at night to get any videos in. So in the morning we'll talk about the new year and what's going on. And it is a gorgeous night out there. Wish the moon was out. If the moon was out, I would have camped up on top of the hill, but just down here next to the creek, it's pretty peaceful. And yeah, so it's I'm gonna go ahead and puff a bowl and go ahead and get some sleep.
Hey everyone, Cetaphil's new Hydrating and Firming Skin Activator Cream is here. Firmer looking skin in just 4 weeks and 48 hours of hydration for neck, chest, arms, and legs. Wake up your skin.
Carne asada is back, expertly crafted just for you. Nobody does carne asada like Chipotle.
Oatmeal.
No. Cold pizza.
No. Avocado toast.
Oh, no.
What in God's name is that? Oh my God, there's hundreds.
Wakey bakey. Well, I slept great last night. It's so warm. It's cold though. And I'm keeping my can warm. I definitely froze my water filter last night. I forgot I even brought it. I left it in the backpack, so it's probably spent. Number 4 that I froze, I'm sure. I'll test it when I get it home. I got a great video on how to test your water filter. And see if it's been compromised due to being froze. No ice. This koozie works great. Well, now that I opened it up, there's definitely some discussion. But yeah, this is the first trip of the new year. Got in late, of course. Got to camp. It's just at dark, of course. And it's nice to get out, you know. I really like this camping in the snow and winter camping. It has a lot of challenges. When I was backpacking, I should have used my umbrella the whole time. So my hat got a little wet and the hair gets wet, and that's no good. For an overnighter, none of this stuff really matters, but if you go on multiple day trips and all this stuff starts to add up. My thermometer battery died, so I tested it before I left and it was good, but those from the thermometer batteries are you only get like 6 months out of them, so I'm gonna just start taking the battery out of the things. Hopefully I get some longer time. The new bear bag. Used it for the first time. It needs to get used. It's real stiff. But yeah, so this year I'll be doing some longer trips finally. I haven't been able to do that kind of stuff for quite a few years. To get out for more than even a day even. So multi-day trips will be a lot of those this year. So I'll be doing the Laurel Highlands hiking trail. I'll be doing this year. Right to as soon as we get any type of decent weather. It's a 70-mile trail. Probably do it over 5 days. And definitely don't want to do it in 20-degree weather. I mean, you can, lots of people do, but I'll probably wait till the nights are 32 degrees. And then I'll be heading down to either the Red River Gorge or the Linville Gorge, or both, for a week this winter. But it really depends on what their weather's like right now. They're just as bad, not bad, but just as cold down there. And those gorges, you don't want to be down there with a bunch of ice. I want to have fun while I'm there. Be able to move around. And so that's pretty much like winter, early spring plans. I do have a 100-mile trip I'll be doing this fall. I'm here in Pennsylvania, 100-mile loop. I miss doing those, and that's going to be a real long food carry. I guess I could plan it and not carry it, but there's a bunch of stuff that I always wanted to do, and it's all going to be long food carries. And when I was able to get out for long trips, that's really what I like to do. try to prepare myself for these other trips that I want to do. Mostly like in the Sierra Nevada, in the Rockies and stuff, be able to get out for 7 days, 8 days. But man, it's boots are froze. I should have wore the vapor barriers, but it was a little like hiking in. It was right at 32 degrees and kind of stayed there until probably about 10 o'clock at night. And that's when my thermometer quit working. And so them vapor barriers will keep your boots from freezing for sure. And I should have worn them, but I just, I don't wear them when I'm driving up here. I didn't feel like I was running super late, and I didn't feel like messing with them. So, that tastes good, feels good. And it's so much fun hiking in the snow in the wintertime. There's nobody out. I'm hoping the roads didn't get worse. I kind of have a sedan, and I don't have a 4-wheel drive anymore, and it's I probably shouldn't have went on to begin with, but I got about 3 miles down the Quahana Highway, and it wasn't touched at all. I don't know the last time it was plowed. So I kind of said screw it, and if I have problems, I have problems. And so it was about 3 miles in today, or last night. These are just some ultralight gaiters. They keep me drier with them, with the snow. The snow's a little too deep for, I need something a little better than these things. Not better, but a little bit more durable, bigger. Probably snowshoes, maybe even. I didn't realize that the snow up here was going to be that deep. It was, it got to 40 degrees the day before, so I figured most everything would be melted out. But yeah, I'm kind of digging this new food bag. It needs to get like worn in. That's gonna take a little while. This material's pretty thick. It reminds me it has 2 different materials on it. I think this bottom half is either like folded over on itself, or it's like this reminds me of like an Ultra 400, but down here it reminds me of like an Ultra 1000, and or an Ultra 800. And so I don't know if it's just like folded over on itself on the bottom part, but it definitely is. It's like it don't really want to smush up that easy right now, but I think after time it'll. I didn't really eat dinner last night. Hung around for the fire for a little bit, but it was getting real slippery around the fire, and there's all the snow from the trees kept on falling, and I was afraid that I was getting, wet, and I didn't really want to mess with it. It was getting a little cold with the feet, so I just jumped in the tent and kind of chilled in the tent and watched the fire die out in the tent. But I'm gonna get moving. It should be a lot easier getting out of here for sure. I broke the trail, and but you got some bad weather coming, and so I want to get out and off the roads before all that happens. It's later tonight, but stuff can happen early, and who knows? Like I said, I might have to get some type of help to get my vehicle out of here. I hope not. This is probably going to be a shorter one, and I thank you guys for coming, and thank you for watching.